this up. We sometimes struggle with the idea that good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. Can you just put it, kind of clarify that? And that's what kind of what we've been talking the whole time, but just clarify that so that we can understand the role of injustice.
We will say that every single one of you humans who reside on earth is deserving of good things. Each and every one of you is deserving of a good life, of good reflections coming back to you in your physical form, in your reality. And if there is a bad thing happening to a good person, that is all perception. For as you look at someone that is a good person and something bad happens to them, someone else may look at that same person and think they are bad. And something else is happening. So everything is based on your perception, but from where we are, we know for a fact that all human beings are innately good. You come in with that essence, that pure essence of source, that pure God-like essence, and all good things are yours to be had. But then you start, some at a very young age, looking and observing at the behaviors, some good and some bad, of the ones who have come before them, and adapt their way of thinking, hence shaping their reality going forward. So if we'll give an example, baby comes in and that baby has parents who have lived a life with contrast and without. So they have now developed certain habits, certain things that they do, and that baby is observing. And as that baby is observing, they are creating their reality from that observation going forward. They are now laying the groundwork for the things that they will experience, whether it is in childhood or adulthood. And as they lay that groundwork, as babies, they still understand that they are supposed to experience good. So they go about experiencing their good because they are deliberate creators, they are deliberate focusers. So they focus on what is joyful because they know still at that time that they are to be joyful and happy. But as they get older, some forget and some don't. And the ones who forget that the joy really is in the living and the living is really because of joy, they experience the going forward into their lives, one of peace, one of joy, sometimes some mishap, but not enough to cause catastrophic events. And then there are those, based on the ones that are around them, they focus on the not joy, the not having of the good things. And they focus on it so strongly because they are either being told to, or they have forgotten or choose to forget, because it is just easier at that time to focus on what is their reality in that moment. They start laying the groundwork for experiencing something different, even though in essence they are still good. Understood?
I think so.
Another asking.
You know, this is one of those topics that we're going to probably visit over and over and over again. As humans, we tend to go back to our old habits and our old way of thinking. So
Precisely.
For now, I guess we're good. We appreciate everything that you've told us today, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this again.
Very well. We appreciate the opportunity to be of service for you today. Good day.
And she's
Hi.
back.
Hello.
All right. So this is a great conversation about injustice. I mean, I said just a minute ago that when Ezra was still with us, that we're going to have to revisit this over and over again
Yeah.
because you and I, we've actually experienced like small injustice, but I was talking about it earlier in the video about when we're driving, we go for a drive, right? And where we live, there's a lot of mountains and stuff. So there's a lot of single lane that turns into double lane.
Yeah.
And whenever we're driving
I know where
along
he's
there,
going with this, yeah.
we think that the person that was driving really slow in front of us, every time, it's like every time these people, they speed up when they get to the two lanes. And
that's what we think.
That's what we think.
They probably don't, but we think that.
But even if they do, the injustice isn't there. But the fact that we are always focused on that,
yeah,
is why we keep seeing it.
Yeah, they were going slow all along. Why all of a sudden they're speeding up? Things like that. Yeah, you're right.
I got to 120 kilometers an hour to get past this person who was doing 80.
And you know the funny thing is that we grumble about it. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure there are a couple of you out there that do this. You grumble about it, and then a day or two goes by and you see the same thing, and then you deem it as this injustice always happens to me.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
We've done it. And then we've caught ourselves, and then we have to switch, and our thinking and our mindset and what we're looking at, so that we can have a different outcome. And yes, you can have a different outcome because we've experienced that as well.
Yes.
So yeah.
But and there's bigger or more prevalent injustices in the world. And
yes.
Like I said, we're going to be visiting this again. I know we are.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think for now, I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
As you said, we'll have to revisit it. I think we will. I'm going to listen to what Ezra had to say, and I might even have some questions on my own that I may want to add based on and bring it back to you guys.
Yeah.
But we may get comments from you guys, and we might want to bring those comments up and continue a conversation with Ezra around it.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you that we've been taught as a society to look at injustices. We've been taught as a society that the law applies, and to some it doesn't. But I don't know. I think when I listen back to Ezra, I think what I might get out of it, I don't know, is maybe sometimes it's a matter of not looking at the law and really look at what's going on in here before making the judgment call of whether something is bad or good, right? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay.
So yeah, write us some comments. I'm sure this is it should be a really emotional thing, so if you're pissed off at us, let us know that too. We're okay with that too.
Some of that, yeah.
But leave us a comment, subscribe if you feel the urge, like.
Yep, and just remember, I'm just a messenger. I'm just bringing forth what Ezra what the message that they have in terms of the topic. So, with that being said, I'm not the one that's actually talking about injustice, okay? It's them. And if you have any issues and you want to have that addressed, it's going to be them, not me. You don't want to know what my take is on some stuff. So anyways.
I know. Anyway, till next time, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do. And like, subscribe. Thanks again, and hope to see you guys soon.